How's it going, buddy? Kinda got cut off on that last on my Money in the Bank predictions video because my phone ran out of storage, so just cut me off because I was rambling about John Cena and Brock Lesnar, and it just inspired me to do this video. So on Amazon, or at least where I saw it was on Amazon, there's a DVD cover, poster, whatever you want to call it, of Brock Lesnar and John Cena on the cover for Summerslam, so you can pre-order the DVD if you want. And it's just a simple picture. It's kind of like that, like the kind of like bluish coloring. It's just Cena and Brock. They're not really looking at each other, but might be insinuating that there's going to be a match against Cena and Brock. So when Dana Bryan won the title at WrestleMania, and then Brock Lesnar beat the streak at WrestleMania, it was kind of after like the shock kind of wore off. Then we were kind of thinking, oh, what are you going to do with Brock Lesnar? And then most people are talking about maybe Brock Lesnar is going to win the title, and it's kind of a matter of when, because Brock has these dates, and you don't, because it's not like sports where we know like the specifics of his contract, of how much he's getting paid and how many dates he has and all that good fun stuff. So we don't really know how many dates he has on his contract, if when his contract, or I think his contract runs out after this year's WrestleMania. We don't know if he re-signed or whatever. So what we're talking about is maybe Cena against Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. So I predicted Cena's going to win the title in the Money in the Bank match, or the ladder match for the WWE Championship. And I'm really kind of torn because, as I said in the other video, like I'm going to SummerSlam, and I would really like to see Daniel Bryan against Cena too, because that was a great match, and I'd love to see Daniel Bryan get the title, actually get a nice lengthy title reign, and then he's probably going to drop it to Brock Lesnar, maybe Royal Rumble or maybe Survivor Series, but maybe Royal Rumble, then Reigns wins the Royal Rumble, and that sets up so it's kind of like Rock and Cena last year. But it's kind of iffy because if Brock Lesnar is the WWE champion, it's not like The Rock, where he was only the champion at the Royal Rumble, and then he defended it at Elimination Chamber, and then he defended it at WrestleMania 29, and then he lost. If Brock Lesnar wins at SummerSlam, he's probably going to hold it all the way to WrestleMania 31. So, is he going to defend it on every single pay-per-view? Or is he just going to defend it maybe every other pay-per-view? Or maybe just Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, maybe Elimination Chamber? Well, I don't know. It's all up in the air. So, I'm here to talk about maybe why they would do that, because why don't you just do Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar? That would be a great match. But John Cena is the man. He's box office. And if you had the choice between Brock Lesnar against Cena or Brock Lesnar against Daniel Bryan, the actual match would probably be better if it's Brock Lesnar against Daniel Bryan. But to bring in money and cash and pay-per-view buys and network buys, you probably want to go with Cena against Brock, because people outside wrestling know who Brock Lesnar is, and they know who John Cena is. So if these two guys clash and it's for the WWE title, then it's more likely that would give more pay-per-view buys or network buys than if Daniel Bryan was a champion going into WrestleMania or going into SummerSlam. And I kind of don't know which one I want, because both these things are going to feel like really huge events, because Brock Lesnar is going to win the title no matter what if he goes into WrestleMania or if he goes into SummerSlam to get the title. And I really don't know how they're going to build up, if Brock's just going to show up and just demand a title shot, or if the authority's going to give it to him because he beat the streak, or if Paul Heyman's going to politic his way in and, talk to Triple H or whatever, or there's a match or something, and Brock Lesnar just gets handed the title, because Daniel Bryan was the WWE champion, and then he lost. Well, he didn't even lose a championship. He got stripped of the championship. So, if Cena is like this stand-up guy, then he would probably give Daniel Bryan a rematch, just like he did. Well, he didn't give him a rematch, but just like last year, where he was like, "Oh, the fans really like Daniel Bryan, so I'm going to give Daniel Bryan a title shot." So Battleground is in July, and I don't know if they're going to give Daniel Bryan his title match at Battleground, just to get it over with, so people don't complain about how Daniel Bryan never got his chance. And then Randy Orton technically never got his chance, or Batista, but whatever. So Uh, I really don't know if Cena and Brock Lesnar is like it's probably a good idea, but personally, I would much rather see Dana Bryan against Brock Lesnar. Even well, because it does I don't know because it's all about how they want to do how they think about Dana Bryan. If they think of Dana Bryan as just this little troll who's injury prone and we gave him a shot and he blew it, and they're not going to give him another chance, then it is what it is, and it really sucks because Dana Bryan earned that shot, and he got screwed. Well, he didn't get screwed over, but his body kind of fell apart at the wrong time. He gets the surgery, he comes back, and then he doesn't even get the chance because they had other things in mind, like Brock Lesnar winning, and they give it to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31, and whatever. So I don't really just because these two guys are on the cover or on the poster, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to face off. Like wasn't on Battleground, or they put random people on a poster. Like they'll put Alberto Del Rio on the Money in the Bank poster last year or something like that, and they didn't do anything. Or they put Ryback on a poster. They didn't do anything with Ryback. I don't even know if Ryback was even on. Was he on Battleground last year? I don't even know if he was even on the Battleground pay-per-view. So just because they put these people on the poster doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going to happen. Because it's just like, oh, it's SummerSlam, it's a really big event, so we're just going to put John Cena and Brock Lesnar, because those are our two biggest stars. We're just going to put it on there just to tell people what it is and how it's going. But it's like if they think it's going to be Brock Lesnar against Dana Bryan, then why don't you just put Dana Bryan, John Cena, and Brock Lesnar on there? Because they're the three biggest stars in the company right now. Randy Orton has kind of fallen off the mountain since he joined with the Authority, and he hasn't really been anything since. So, all in all, we're at the just wait and see. Finds out Brock's probably going to come back in a month, maybe the day after Battleground, and we'll see how they go from there. But it's all on Dana Bryan, because if Dana Bryan can go, it's up to Vince McMahon and the powers that be to decide if they want to give Bryan another chance, or if they just want to go with Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam and just ride it out until WrestleMania. Because I think it'd be good just to give Dana Bryan the match at SummerSlam. Bryan wins. He has the title reign all the way up until Royal Rumble. Brock Lesnar gets a title match just because why can't he? Like, when The Rock got his title match at Royal Rumble, what was the reason that he won? Just because he wanted a title match. So he got a title match because he's The Rock. So if Brock Lesnar wants a title match, then maybe Brock Lesnar should just get the title match because he's Brock Lesnar. And he's maybe done more things than The Rock has done since he's come back. Not like money-making wise, but match-wise. He's won a lot of matches since he's come back. Well, not every match, but he's like 500 or something like that. So I think it'd be good for Dana Bryan, John Cena. Battle number 2, Bryan wins, goes all the way to Royal Rumble. He finishes off Randy Orton, finishes off Kane, and then maybe does Bray Wyatt feud or something like that, so we can actually get the Dana Bryan title reign that we really wanted when WrestleMania came out, that we never really got. We just got one title defense. His neck falls apart, and then he has to surrender the title. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens at SummerSlam, and I'll be there. Hopefully you'll be there. SummerSlam's going to be awesome, and I'll catch you guys later.